Hi, hi, hi. Hello, hello, hello. Happy birthday, Leos. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. All right, we're gonna. That was just a little crazy moment. I had to get that out. Okay, guys, forgive me. We're gonna get into the energy today. We're going to pull on the wisdom cards to see what the energy is going to be. Take a look at some things what we have coming forward. If you do hear the loud noise by my guard, just try to ignore that. Okay. I just want to get my reading out, and grass has been cut at this moment. And that might be something like maybe some of you guys need to cut the grass, meaning cut some things out of your life. Clean up your yard, your space, okay? Maybe there's some negative behaviors, emotions, people, patterns, thoughts that you need to let go of, weed out, pull the weeds, what don't belong in your life anymore, and let it go, okay? Maybe for some of you with the lawn being cut right now, maybe someone in your life thought the grass was greener on another side and turned out that it was not green grass after all. Make you wonder. All right, so just to get to the reading, Father God, I'm calling you today to help me as I do this reading. My good archangel, my spirit team, protect me. If there's someone that needs to hear the reading, I do ask that you guide them to my channel so that they can hear it. I do understand that this is not my journey, but yours. So thank you for assisting me and helping me on my growth by your grace, by your leadership, and by your strength. As in the name of Jesus Christ, amen. All right, so with the wisdom cards coming out, we are looking at a soulmate. So some of you guys have a soulmate coming in. You're embodying love right now. You're looking for love. You want to express love, feel love, share love. Love is all around you. So some of you might have gone through a rough patch, trying relationship, something that was really testing you. I feel like at this point that you're really embodying a lot of self-love. You stopped pouring into another situation and started pouring into yourself. And I feel like you are attracting more love towards you. More people are starting to see this loving side of you. More people are starting to give to you. I feel like you probably put boundaries. You found your strength. Okay, your strength, your purpose. You're working on your purpose. You're doing things that you love doing. So you might be getting out more. Maybe you're cooking. Maybe you're going outdoors. Maybe you're just no longer in that solitude of being a hermit. Okay, and you're just experiencing life, loving life, and loving each day. You're having more family moments, more outings with your friends, maybe picking up hobbies, crafts, just doing things that you love because you're just embodying love and you're ready to have love in your life. Okay. With the soulmate coming in, this is someone who is also going to be very protective over you. They're going to give to you, pour a lot into you, see your self-worth, see your values. Somebody who knows their self-worth and their value as well, and have a lot of self-love for themselves. So they will respect you and treat you the same way that you treat them, in a loving way. You have a lot of good fortune coming in, and possibly too from this soulmate. Okay. But you have good fortune. You are mysterious. You are loving. You are kind. Not only that, but I feel like some of you are moving away from a period where maybe you felt like things were stagnant in your life. You were bored. You're moving out of a period of boredom, and you're getting ready to move into a part of your life where you have a lot of fun, a lot of joy, a lot of joyous occasions, celebrations, things to be happy for, a lot of good fortune coming in for you. Okay, you're going to start receiving money, spiritual gifts. You're looking at things from another way. You're being blessed, and you're going to be abundant from the universe. You also have ancestors that have passed over that are watching over you, that are helping you as well with moving towards your journey. Okay, I feel like some of you may have actually had could possibly have some intuitive ancestors. Someone's also working on their heart chakra with being more compassion, sharing more compassion in a relationship. So maybe for some of you, if you felt like, or if you felt people accused, or if someone else felt like maybe you were withholding your heart and maybe you weren't really showing compassion in relationships, because maybe out of fear, okay, of being hurt. I think that's something that you're working on now. You're working on opening your heart more and allowing more love to come in, okay, and to be more loving, to be more expressive and nurturing, okay, for those of you who weren't so nurturing. Okay, so that's what my wisdom. Yeah. All right, so tell me, spirit guys, like, what can you tell me about the soulmate? Some of you could have moved from a relationship with someone who you thought was your soulmate, okay? And it's possible that that was your soulmate, a higher level soulmate, definitely somebody that was meant to cross your path. But that person just, needs to make some changes. That person at this time feels all tied up. They feel tied to their circumstances or situations, maybe tied up financially or in relationships that they want to pull away from. This is somebody who does want to make a change in their life. They're going through some inner and exterior conflict at the moment. It's someone that actually could be some mental conflict, okay? They did see you as being basically good fortune. They did see you as being good fortune, as being abundant, loving, nurturing, intuitive, wise, okay? But they saw you too, and maybe, okay, I say this, they saw you maybe as being a little bit boring, okay? Because this is a person that was in a period of boredom. So they could have seen you maybe as being a little bit boring at some times, and maybe that's because they were more outgoing, living in the moment, partying and doing different things. And maybe you were, as a collective, as her being more of like a princess type way, or embodying that type empress style, you may have been more into, maybe could have been adventurous, like wanting to do water sports, fishing, things like that. Maybe you were active in church, maybe you were spiritual. You were just a little bit more reserved, okay, than what this person, because you were living more on your lighter side, they were living a little bit more on their darker side. And although they were impressed, attracted to you in so many ways, physically, sexually, and externally and internally, they were just living a little bit different lifestyle from you, okay? So you could have come across as a little bit boring, but I feel like this person's dealing with some conflict right now, and I feel like they might be dealing with some inner and external conflict because you've moved on, and they probably never thought that you would move on from them. And the situation that they now find themselves in is not giving to them the way that you did, collective, okay? And they're just dealing with some conflict behind that. Yeah, see, confirm. You moved away. Like, they created conflict in your life, and you move away. Like, you didn't want to feel like fighting anymore. You didn't want to argue. You want to come out of that. You moved away from a situation that you felt was negative. You didn't like the way you were being treated. So I feel like you put boundaries down, okay? And this is something that you want to get away from. You did what you felt like you needed to do for yourself. I feel like the energy around you is shifting at this time. The universe is supporting your new move, your new changes. I feel like you had an intuitive, hit that you needed to move on, to release this, to let this go, okay? I feel like some of you could have moved on aggressively, and some of you could have moved on in silence, all right? But you definitely moved towards something that was more peaceful, more harmony, and that's definitely because you are embodying this love, okay? You were aware that there's still some actions that you need to do to continue to work on yourself to get there with your healing, but you're working slow, you're going day by day, you're getting better each day by day, your energy, your vibration is changing, and you are improving, and you're doing more. You come more into your spiritual self, okay? What else, spirit guys? Yeah, this person that you were dealing with did see you as wearing your heart in your sleeve. They do know that you overgave. You did overgive love in the situation, okay? And they want to come back towards you because you are love. You are love for them, okay? You were emotional stability for them. They did see you as actually just being stable in your life itself. just with your family, your friends. They saw you as being a nurturing. They saw you with a very big heart. They like that. As much as they like that, they also envy that a little bit as well, okay? They thought that maybe there was something else to you. They thought maybe you were going to hurt them. I do think that some of you are actually looking back at that past person, because you gave that past person your heart, okay? And I feel like you have not really released all of the energy from that. You really haven't cut the cord. You moved on, but you're still harboring that love, still harboring that feeling, still care a lot about them. So you're looking back with a little bit of sadness of the lessons that you had to learn from that relationship. And see, to clarify, like, you're just moving more towards your light, okay? Your new beginning. And that person, remember I told you, I feel like that person could have had some envy. Like, they're reaching a point now where they want to come out of that, okay? They want to appreciate you going towards something, like, because you wanted to move away from the conflict, move away from how they're feeling. You start appreciating yourself more. You start pouring more love into yourself, have more appreciation. You're appreciating the future. You've given gratitude to the universe for helping you to get through a certain situation, okay? You are making very attractive, radiant moves with your life right now. You're keeping your eye on your future goals. You don't want to lose sight of what's important to you. You're focusing on your intuition at this time. You're releasing old feelings, negative emotions. If you felt like there was a lack in your life, you're recognizing it and you're putting more thought into that and how to move forward with that, okay? So you're acknowledging more of the value within yourself, your self-love, your self-value, okay? So tell me, gosh. Yeah, you saw that person you're with as they came across to you as being someone that was a leader in some type of way, okay? But you also saw that person as being destructive, you know. They carried pain. They had pain in their life. They couldn't give to you because of that pain that they experienced, okay? And I think it's still a situation that they're tying into. They could be mentally conflicted and tied to a situation because of the hurt, so they can't allow themselves to get out their head of thinking that they're going to be hurt again if they gave to a situation. I think they put too much thought into it. With this being a King of Swords, this is a very logical person, but I feel like this person overthought it. They couldn't just act from the mind and the heart. This is somebody that was just acting from the mind, and they overthought the relationship with you, the dynamic that they had with you, and I think that was caused self-destruction in that. Yeah, see, they had illusions. They gave themselves too many illusions and was led by too many illusions as to what they thought was going to happen with your relationship. Maybe they thought you were going to walk out like that. Maybe they, subconscious thought you were going to hurt them. So it was like one of these things that maybe I'm going to hurt you before you hurt me. I feel like this person kept a lot of hidden truths from you. They weren't honest with you about how they're feeling, what they thought, what was going on, about what they really experienced, what they've gone through. This person lacked faith in their relationship. They didn't think that it can work. They didn't see you, even though you were a star, they couldn't see you as a star in their life. They didn't see what you really had to give to them, okay? And that's because this person was discouraged and living in some type of darkness. So they didn't see, you as the star that was given to them. But I feel like now this person is starting to see, because now they see you as being bright. The light is being really shed on this person, to this person. Like, this person is being shown who you are, okay? And now they know that they really let go and lost something very valuable to them, okay? You're very positive, very successful, very independent. You have a lot of vitality about you. They're no longer in the dark about who you are and what you meant to them. They do know that they gave to another situation. They weren't given to you. They do see you as a giver. You overgave again in this relationship. You are very generous. They feel like you are a generous person, a very compassionate person. But I feel like this person left you wanting more, okay? I think you fed into this person. You gave them loyalty, you gave them respect. You were always there, you were always dependable, kind, forgiving, And this person was taking and actually feeding to other things in their life and not you. And they just left you just wanting more, like, when is it gonna be my turn? When you gonna get back to me? And you were very patient with waiting for this. And I feel like this is something that went on for a long time, possibly a couple of years, because this is Pentacles, and Pentacles represent years. Okay. Finally, like, you realize that you need to move on, focus on yourself, and you did walk away from this situation, and you're now focusing on your own self, what you want to bring, your business, your money, your family, whatever new beginnings or opportunities you want to take advantage of, whether it's school, work, play, education, just, embodying yourself in a more growing spiritual growth or anything. You're giving to yourself now, okay? And you walked away from that. And you did that because the cycle came to an end. You realized that I'm done with this. It's time for a change. I want to do something new. You went out on faith. You listened to your intuition, and you've gone out on faith, okay? And you realized that that was enough with this situation. I don't want to deal with this anymore. It's not given to me. It's hurtful for me, okay? And that's not what you wanted. You felt like that person could have been a gold digger. This person could have actually thought possibly you were a gold digger, because maybe they're used to dealing with gold diggers. So when you came into their life embodying all this, they probably thought, are you manipulating me because you want to get something out of me? Not realizing that you were just authentic, okay? So I feel like that person could have actually been a opportunist, someone who deals with or go into relationships to try to figure out how they can benefit, but they could have actually ended up with a third party that's an opportunist as well. And your person could have been an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What else, Spirit? This person also feel like you have some type of love spell on them, because they can't release you. They can't let you go. And I feel like this, because this was a gold digger with earth sign, a possible earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, who's used to, maybe being a player, getting with women that they can benefit from, maybe have people buy them things, do things for them, just take advantage or go towards relationships that were more material, okay? And with you was different. This was more of a love relationship, not more of a material thing, okay? Even though this person could have tried to see if they could gain from you in some type of way. This person feel like you have a love spell on them because they just can't get away. They feel like they've been bewitched in some type of way. It could be too that you're doing something like I'm doing my tarot, and maybe some people are like, oh, well, that's witchcraft. They got a spell on you. You can't move away. This is you always been a player. Why you can't move from her? Who knows what stupid stuff they're thinking. Someone could see that you're birthing a new beginning. Some of you could be pregnant, be trying to get pregnant. You could have had a child from this person. You could be a baby mom, baby father. And someone could just be birthing a new idea, wanting to start something new, start something fresh, okay? Someone could be trying to get pregnant. But you're just manifesting. Yeah, I really feel like you're just manifesting new things, okay? New things in your life, new beginnings. And the universe is just saying, ask for exactly what it is that you want, because you are going to get that. You are going to be, abundant, okay? I feel like if you're thinking about possibly going back towards a previous situation, you need to proceed with caution as to what you put your heart into. If you do go into your next relationship or this previous person, new relationship, don't overgive. Pour yourself love and realize that you have your life, they have their life together. You need to come together in union, both being whole, okay, in order for it to work, all right? So don't overgive. Protect your heart in that sense, where you don't forget to put yourself as a priority first in that relationship. Don't overload. And if you're trying to manifest a new beginning in career, don't overwork yourself as well. Take time for yourself to take a break. I feel like some of you live at a distance from the person that you're with. They could be in the same city but over a distance, or they could just be out of town, at a far distance from you. I also feel like you two there's a lot of emotional distance between the two of you, with that person, physically or emotionally, okay? You do have lost ones watching over you. I really do feel that. And I feel like they are going to send this soulmate, because remember we started off with all this love and the soulmate, and this soulmate that's coming to you that's going to offer all this love is going to be a gift from the universe, from the divine, okay? And it's going to lead to a higher level relationship, possibly marriage. But you guys are definitely going to get serious with one another, and you're going to move forward with that, okay? What can you tell me? What can you tell me about this soulmate that might be coming in, that will be coming in, okay? Yeah, that soulmate has, you know, experienced some loss before. So your soulmate's been there, done that, and that's probably why they're going to come in so loving towards you, because they know what it's like to be hurt, and that's why they're going to be protective of their heart as well, but they're going to love you and protect your heart. 2020 when I say that. All right, yeah, this person's going to take a risk. They're going to come towards you. They're eager to meet you. They're eager to get back in your life. It could have been someone that you've known before, but this person is very impulsive and want to take a risk to come towards you. All right. They just want to kind of take a leap of faith. Like, your person in the past is going to feel very foolish. Like, when they see you with this new person, and they see how happy and joyous you are with this new person, they're going to feel very foolish that they didn't take a risk on you and to come towards you. They're going to feel naive. They're going to feel bad. They're going to be very jealous. Okay. Tell me, what can you tell me about this person of the past? The past person. That person comes across as the three bears. You know, they huff, puff, they blow a lot of hot ass air. Okay, said a lot of things they were going to do, didn't do, misled you, misguided you, manipulated you. They always future faked you into what things were going to be. That turned out that it wasn't. It was just like, just a lie. Your person could have been from Georgia. The person who was giving you all this false hope. They could have been a middle child. I don't know, like the order could be 1, 2, 3 or more than that, but they just could have been a middle child in a family. Okay. Your person could have been a bully or comes across like a bully, or even tried to bully you in some sense, some way. Your person could have had or has a suspended driver's license, and your person's come across as fish, and maybe they like to fish. Maybe you've gone fishing with them. Maybe they have fish. What else? What else can you tell me about the person for the collective? Your person couldn't have a deceased mother as well, okay? And could be ignoring your phone calls. And your person could also be codependent in fear of abandonment, okay? They have impulsive behavior. What does this person have going on? Like, what was this person keeping from the collective? Yeah, your person know they messed up with you. Like, they know. You see that? They know. And they're really going to know that once they see you move on, okay? They're going to feel like they got played. They're going to feel like maybe you were playing them when you move on, because maybe they thought like you would never move on from them. Like, you already know you're moving on. You already know that they're going to feel hurt when they see you move on to a new beginning, because I think they feel like in some way you're going to come back. You're just taking time. You're upset. But when you do move on, they're definitely going to feel betrayed. They're going to feel betrayed by you. They're going to feel like you backstabbed them, okay? They're going to start to realize that they've been hanging around a lot of fake friends who put a lot of shit in their heads, excuse my language, and maybe that's why them hanging with their friends and doing what they want to do is what led to you moving on, which damaged this relationship, okay? This person could possibly have somebody pregnant, or could have thought someone was pregnant. Somebody could have been actually hooking up with somebody that they said was a friend, or they view as a friend, but just somebody that they just mess around with from time to time, but they just basically have like a friendship. They're not like in a marriage or a long-term relationship or anything like that. And this person could possibly say that they're pregnant, or could have had a child, or try to pin a child on them in some type of way, and your person's is unsure about that whole situation because they were hooking up with their friends, okay? What else, spirits? Yeah, this person definitely kept your relationship stagnant. They hid behind a mask. They didn't tell you a lot what was going on. They kept a lot of secrets from you. They didn't give you that mutual respect that you needed or that intimacy that you were looking for in your life. I feel like they were giving that with their whoever they were hooking up with. Okay, this person was just a they lived a double life. You know, they were two-faced. They were one way with some people and another way with you. I feel like when they were with you, at those moments, like they could have come across like they were loving, nurturing on you, like everything was fine. But then they get with their friends and get with the other side, and then they just got like this other bad boy, bad girl type of mentality, hook up, do things, live in a moment, and then like you could tell when they're with their friends, and like let's say you call them for an example, and normally if they're by themselves, they talk to you, they're sweet, they're kind, they're loving, you know, making you feel good, saying things and make you like, ah, oh, that's so sweet, you know, I love you, pet names, all kind of crap. But then when they're with their friends, they're like, yeah, what's up? Hey, it's just like a different tone, different things where you just know, oh, well, okay, what's going on? This is not how you normally act or talk towards me. So they would definitely like being pretender, like living a double life, have other relationships, two-faced, you know, not really being themselves, authentically themselves, okay? So you decided just take some time. I'm going to take some time, work on me, love on myself. I'm going to smell the roses, live in my moment, give to myself. You know, you said relationship is too confusing for me. I'm not gonna be conflicted anymore about what this person want, what they don't want. You know, if they want to hang out with the third parties, their friends, their karmic, let them go. They're gonna. You already know. Okay, with the already know the tea. You already know how the story is going to end. You know they're going to learn some lessons from that because it's going to be a karmic relationship. If they want to continue doing what they're doing, so be it. You're going on by your own way. You're escaping. You're running the hell away because you don't want to be part of their karma. You don't want to experience what you know they're going to experience because they don't want to get themselves together because they're toxic. They're toxic. They want to hang around toxic people, do toxic things. So you know that karma's going to come and get them. But you said, I'm going to let it be. I'm going to move on with myself. I'm going to work on myself, find my peace, my happy, clear my mind, let this toxic situation go. And that's what you did. You moved the hell on. You moved on, you put your hand up, you blocked them, you could have blocked them from your social media, you could have blocked them from your phone, you could have just blocked communication altogether, okay? You feel like there was nothing left to say. Like, what can they say they haven't already said? Their actions don't line up with what they say, so you're just not interested in hearing what they want to say anymore because you're focused on your peace. You just want relationships that are balanced, that bring you harmony, that bring you peace. And at this point, you're just not willing to let anyone come in and disturb that peace for you anymore because you're healing. You're practicing self-care, okay? You're pouring more into yourself. This person's missing you. They're longing for you now because they see that you moved on. You're not paying attention to them. You know, this person feel like they're tied up in some type of family situation, whether it's the one that they're born into or it's their blood tie or their inner circle, whatever family that they have. They feel like they're tied to that situation, okay? They can't remove themselves from it. Maybe they have like money tied up or something, but maybe they need to try to get out of marriage, but something that's stressing them and something that they're not happy about, okay? What else, Spirit? What can you tell me about this family situation? Gosh, you should be telling me a lot, huh? Yeah, this person has some childhood trauma. They may actually have a child with somebody with this family situation, okay? Somebody who they keep going back and forth to, somebody they could have known from their childhood they grew up with. This person also feels like they need to get themselves together. They want to travel. They want to travel away from this family situation. They want to move on. They feel like they need help, okay? And with this situation, they feel like they need help trying to find a new place to stay. They feel like if they move on, they're going to need somewhere to go, okay? They need a place to stay. They want to put themselves in a better situation or where they feel comfortable, okay? They're looking for a safe place to rest. This person also feel like they need a place of peace, like they just want to get away from this family situation, move far away, move from a different location, but they just feel like there's no peace, okay? This person may not even be staying home sometimes. They might be staying out just to get away from everything. And this person does want to communicate with you and they want to tell you what's going on with them, okay? That they know that they had communications. They know they held back from you. This person wants to work on being fearless. All right, fighting that fear to come towards you, to communicate with you. What do they want to communicate to my collective? Okay, they want to talk. What do you want to say? Now, hold on, let me put these out. They want to talk to you. What do you want to say to my collective that you need the courage to say? Let me say it for you. They feel like you're their higher level soulmate. They feel like you're their twin flame. Okay, they feel like you are balanced. They feel like you are the perfect one for them. They are passionate towards you. They have a lot of passion. They still have a lot of they have a burning desire for you. They still have a lot of fun. They want to have fun with you. They want to get away with you, experience some happiness and joy. They want to get out of this terrible situation they feel themselves in. Okay, they do feel like they backstabbed you. They do feel like they backstabbed you. They're sorry. They're heartbroken. They're in a lot of pain about it. They would just fear being abandoned because they were abandoned in their past. You know, I do believe they're abandoned in their past. But they are working on healing themselves. They're working on themselves, healing some things, trying to bring more happiness into their life. That's what I want to say to you. They just want you to know that they're really heartbroken at this time. They're heartbroken, okay? And they feel lost and they feel sad. Collective, what do you want to say to them? That's what I want to say to you. What do you want to say to them? This person that you thought was a soulmate, that now they think that you are. Okay, you want to say, your calls I ignore, your messages unread. That's not revenge, that's reality. So you want to say, like, when I ignore you, you just want them to know that when you ignore their phone calls, if they're calling you, if they're text, if you don't have them blocked and you're able to get those calls, if you're getting text messages that you're not responding to, like, you're not doing it because you're upset and trying to be revengeful. You're just moving on. Okay, the reality is that the relationship is over. You're just moving on and you're just no longer interested in having that communication with them. Okay, it says looking for my empress. So you're just looking for, at this point, that person, like, you're one. The one that is going to make you happy, that one that embodies nurturing, that one who's got their lives together, that healed person, that spiritual person, that person that does not mind standing up, protecting a relationship, that person that does not mind making you a priority and defending like you guys love. You're looking for that, okay? That person that can communicate. And with this being the green, you want that person who can be compassionate, that has balance in relationships, and who is healed, who's confident. Okay? Anything else you want to say to them that you would like to say to them? Is it just the two? Okay, I'm just going to do one more shuffle. Yeah, you are blocked by my spirit team. You want to say that, okay, those of you who don't have them blocked, but it just seems like when this person tries to reach out to you for some reason that you can't come through, like, your spirit guides are protecting you at this point. Your angels are protecting you. They're not even letting them come in contact with you. So if this person might be trying to pull on your energy, and some of you might not feel it. Some of these might be trying to get into your dreams, like seeing you telepathic, and you're not even feeling it, or you just feel it, like, you're going to know, like, I didn't just block you. The whole spirit team blocked you. You're just blocked. It's just no more hurt. You've done too much. There's too much damage. There's too much water under the bridge. It's no moving forward. Like, it's just done. Done. Okay? If you didn't get it, it's done. Alright? So what is it that the angels, like your spirit team's blocking them? Okay. So what do they want to say? What do your guides want to say? You guys want to say, it's so sad to love a soul and maybe never know how they truly feel about you. It's not tragic to love and not be loved back. It's tragic when true love is being silenced. So your spirit guides want to say, like, to this person, that it's hurtful when somebody pours a lot of love into you and you don't love them back. But the tragedy was not in them pouring the love into you. The tragic is now you to experience not receiving that love back from what you have gone on, okay? Because now your true love is silenced. Again, my spirit guides are blocking you. Confirmation is silence. The communication is silence, okay? So they're silencing that. They're not allowing you to come in and hurt the collective anymore. It's a done deal. You've done too much. You had an opportunity to give, you didn't give, and now you want to give, and now you can't give. It sounds like karma, doesn't it? The spirit guides want to say it's him. It's always been him, whether you like it or not. He's got a place in your heart. You're always going to walk around and carry the love for the collective, because collective was your twin, your true love, okay? And no matter what you go through, this heartache, this heartbreak that you might be feeling, it's because this was true love, okay? But now that the collective have been removed from you, you're just going to experience this heartbreak. He still needs time. He doesn't know how much it bothers him, but he isn't ready yet. But he knows that he can only come to you after sorting everything out. Otherwise, you'll be gone, and he doesn't want to take this risk. So your person collective does know that you are the one for them. They know that right now they need to get their crap together. If they want to come towards you, they can't come to you, and that's why they're being blocked by your spirit team. Like, they can't come to you with this negativity, with this crap that they gave you before, this manipulation, this unhealed version of themselves. They can't come towards you with this, okay? You're being protected from them. So if they have any thoughts, if they want to come towards you, they have to clean themselves up in order to come towards you. All right, and you're only going to deal with them coming towards you healed and being truthful and honest and as a healed version. All right, so let's go ahead to wrap this up. We've heard from them, we've heard from the guys, we've heard from the spirit team. You know, let's just get like divine angel oracle number of something you might be seeing. If any of you are seeing like numbers that are coming up, angel numbers, you could be getting music that are speaking to you. Pay attention to your body, pay attention to animals, birds, reptiles that keep popping up in your life. They do signify things, okay? Numbers that repeat themselves, patterns that repeat themselves, songs that keep coming up. All right, 535 comes out. It says take a step, let go of old beliefs and patterns that no longer serve you. Prepare to step out of your comfort zone in order to grow and expand. So you are being asked to let go of unhealthy situations, whether it's mind, whether it's relationships, whether it's people, whether it's environment, and step out in faith. Okay, get out of your comfort zone. Do something. You know, even if you say once every 2 weeks or once a month, just, you know, don't start with once a day, but just start slow so you can build yourself up and doing something that you don't normally do, okay? To just get used to just doing things new, taking steps. You might be seeing 909, which is your confidence card, which is saying things are moving and you need to make a decision. Act with confidence and take risks. Again, take risks. You know, step out your comfort zone. Do something, because you're. And then 808, prosperity. All right, embrace your potential and welcome prosperity. You are making wise decisions and you're headed in the right direction. So just be confident about stepping out your comfort zone. Don't be fearful. Don't let fear hold you back. 343, step with enthusiasm. Approach life with an optimistic attitude, even in the face of challenges. Be excited about opportunities that lie ahead and to embrace them with open arms. So, you know, just be enthusiastic about what it is that you're heading towards, what you're doing. Everything is going to work out the best way that it should for you. If you do hit a little bump in the road, don't worry about it. You're still on the right path. It's just a little bump. You'll get over it. It might be a little something you need to learn from that little bump and to take with you, to put in your little luggage to take with you to learn forward, okay? So this is my reading for you for today. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you'll know when I post another reading. Enjoy your day. Again, happy birthday, Leos. This is Leo season. Leo is lustful. Okay, so some of you might be feeling a little lustful. Also, Leos are people who, once they love you and they see you, like, they could be possessive, like you become their one. So watch out for yourself as being possessive over things. Watch out for people as feeling that they're possessive over you. Okay, so have a great day.